If you've been following the news lately, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the flood of acronyms like LLM, NLP, and Gen AI. It can feel like a chaotic wall of digital noise. But you don't need a computer science degree to make sense of this technology. If you understand the basics of cooking a meal, you already have the framework to understand artificial intelligence. At its core, artificial intelligence is a method for solving problems. It takes raw ingredients, which we call data, and processes them using step-by-step mathematical instructions to produce a finished result. Approaching AI is like walking into a massive, state-of-the-art kitchen. It's equipped with the world's most advanced appliances and tools, all ready for your instructions. You manage this entire culinary process from start to finish, directing every tool in the workspace as the head chef of your own practice. Let's break down those intimidating labels. A large language model, or LLM, is essentially a massive digital library. Imagine a collection holding every single family recipe ever passed down across the Caribbean diaspora. It is an enormous base of historical knowledge. Next, we have the algorithm. This is simply a single recipe card. It contains the exact step-by-step instructions needed to turn those ingredients into a specific dish. Then there is machine learning. This describes the process of cooking that exact recipe over and over again. The system recognizes patterns, adjusting heat and tweaking spices until the meal comes out perfectly. Sometimes those old recipes are written in messy handwriting or different languages. Natural language processing acts as the kitchen's ultimate translator, allowing the computer to read human inputs and understand exactly what the cook is asking for. These complicated terms are just descriptions of kitchen prep work. They are designed to take the messy history of human knowledge and organize it into a format we can actually use. Once the prep is done, we move to generative AI. This is the moment you stop strictly following the old recipes. The system learns the patterns of the ingredients and allows you to put your own original spin on a classic dish, creating something new. Along the way, basic automation handles the repetitive heavy lifting. It's like using a bread maker. You pour in the flour and yeast, and the machine does the hard work of kneading the dough so you don't have to. Agentic automation takes this further. Imagine your smart refrigerator talking to your smart oven, telling it to preheat to the right temperature based on the ingredients you just pulled out of the crisper drawer. However, having a kitchen that cooks for you creates a risk called cognitive debt. When we rely entirely on automated machines for basic thinking, our own memory and neural connections can actually degrade. Using these tools to summarize a 50-page document saves a massive amount of time, but completely outsourcing every simple daily email removes your brain from the process, and that lack of engagement eventually harms your cognitive abilities. When we move from a home kitchen into professional practice, the stakes get much higher. A commercial kitchen operates with strict health and safety rules to protect everyone who eats there. In a clinical setting, your client's personal identifiers are highly sensitive ingredients. Putting these details into public platforms like standard ChatGPT exposes that data to the outside world. Maintaining a secure environment requires professionals to use healthcare-specific tools, such as Bastion GPT. These specialized platforms are built for clinical privacy and are backed by strict legal agreements. You also have to watch out for AI hallucinations. A machine might confidently give you fabricated information simply because it relies on math and cannot actually taste the food it is preparing. Ethical practice requires a human to manually verify the ingredients and inspect the final output before that dish is ever served to a client. The American Psychological Association guidelines make it clear the human clinician must always remain in the lead, actively overseeing these tools. This workshop summary highlights how practitioners are adapting. One crucial step is making AI use a routine intake question. You can also control these tools using a prompt engineering framework. By giving the software a role, context, format, and examples, you guide the machine. These systems have the speed to process millions of data points, but they lack a palate. They don't have cultural nuance, lived experience, or genuine emotional empathy. There is no reason to be intimidated by the tools. They are ready for your instructions. It is time to put on your apron, step into the kitchen, and take your rightful place as the head chef.